Good day, guys. My name is Nick, technical analyst with SuperForex. Today, we are looking at the analysis on the currency pair GBP JPY. And first, as usual, we'll be talking on fundamentals before we move right down to technicals, which is purely what we'll be seeing on the chart. Now, we have seen that our GBP JPY has been heading towards 186.00 as dovish Bank of Japan continues to crush the yen. The GBP JPY is grinding towards 186.00 as Bank of Japan confirms a dovish stance. And Bank of Japan, of course, to continue some massive bond purchases despite their new operations. Now, GBP JPY tips into a fresh 9-week high. And for Monday, it continues to climb with the Japanese yen, continuing to push into the floorboards by the Bank of Japan and its hyper dovish policy stance. Now, Bank of Japan Governor UAE will continue massive bond buying even under new operation decided last week. Now, Bank of Japan Governor Kazuo UAE confirmed early Monday that the Japanese central bank will continue with its hyper easy monetary policy stance despite lifting the upper bound limit on the yield curve control mechanism. And this, of course, has made the Bank of Japan reaffirm their determination in buying and as many Japanese government bonds as it needs to keep the yield curve tightly capped. The Bank of Japan also reaffirmed their fears that inflation and wage growth will slump below the central bank target levels and have dedicated to keep the doors on easy monetary policy as wide as they need to support the Japanese economy. Now, on a technical level, we're seeing that GBP JPY pushed higher on Monday and set a new 9-week high for the pair. And the GBP is set to a fresh new challenge of the 1.86.00 handle. Now, GBP has gained 2.6% against the yen since last week's low near 180.75, and the pair is making a clean break higher after getting hung up near the 50-day simple moving average and the 21-day exponential moving average, with the two moving averages braiding around the 183.00 level. So if we were to make an entry at this point and let our trade go up to break out of the new high at 186.840, we are looking at about 71 pips. And checking our 4 hours time frame, the total breakout from that resistance will mean we are heading to a new zone at 187.00, which is at about 150 pips from that entry point, of course, which is good money. And that's our technical analysis on today's currency pair GBP JPY. Now let's move over to the stock markets. Hello, welcome back, guys. And on today's stock market, we'll be traveling down to the Middle East and having a look at Dubai Electricity and Water Company, DEWA.UAE. That's a stock index we'll be watching today. And currently, we're seeing that most of Dubai's newly listed shares are trading below the IPO price, which is a result of a flurry of initial public offerings in Dubai this year, promised to revive the city's trading volumes and help deepen capital markets. Now, the majority of those newly listed shares are trading below their IPO price as oil declines weigh on appetite. Now, the latest to list is private school operator, Telling Holdings, which has dropped as much. But now, DEWA also dropped recently in the past 24 hours. And this then had a quick retracement back upwards and then looking out for a new higher high. But we can't just leave all that, and we have to pay attention to this, which signals that a real intense drop happened and had to do with something with the electric and waste community. But in recent times, it has made a reversal, probably following the recent climatic change surge. Recently in the UAE, we have experienced a thunderstorm, which of course may have had effect on this. But it had shown a sharp recovery to this and making a head back to the 2.65 zone. And if you are quick to get the entry points for this, now would be a good time to make a buy entry. and put your take profit at the 2.57 zones, which from that entry point is about 25 to 30 pips for that entry point, of course, which is good money. And that's our technical analysis on today's commodity, DEWA. I remain your host, Nick. Bye for now.